NIO stock EXPLOPLANNed and ready to soar because of this. One expert believes that the current price of NIO stock is sufficient. He joined the chorus of his colleagues who advocated buying shares in the Chinese manufacturer of electric vehicles. Welcome back to Stock Market News, where we'll discuss everything about NIO stocks, what's going on in the stock market, and so on. So make sure you watch this whole video and how it will change the profit of investors. So, what are we waiting for? Let's dive deep into it. What went down is this. This morning, shares of NIO rocketed up, and as of 10 a.m. Eastern Time, they were up 8.2%. NIO is well on its way to finishing what is shaping up to be one of the strongest weeks it has seen in recent time, owing to the rise it saw early on Friday morning. The stock of an electric vehicle company has been extremely erratic in recent weeks. As of the time of this video, the share price had already increased by 26.5% over the week. The whole increase in NIO's share price today may be attributed to China. As a result, the global demand for electric vehicles is exploding, and China has emerged as the EV market with the highest growth rate in the world. This indicates that electric vehicle manufacturers in China, such as NIO, have a tremendous opportunity for expansion. The mood of investors was negatively impacted by a variety of circumstances in recent months, including those that are beyond the control of the firm, which led to a precipitous drop in the price of NIO shares. Because of this, the stock is performing very well on a morning like today, when favorable news from China is continuing to trickle in. The possibility that the United States could impose sanctions on China if it provides any kind of assistance to Russia, and the possibility that Chinese equities will be delisted from trading in the United States are two of the most significant threats to China that have surfaced in recent days. The latter in particular drove NIO shares tumbling, especially after the Securities and Exchange Commission listed and warned 5 Chinese firms for failing to comply with its audit guidelines the previous week. This happened when the SEC named and warned the companies. NIO even went as far as to list its stock on markets in Hong Kong on March 10th in order to provide its investors with an alternate trading venue in the event that its stock was delisted from exchanges in the United States. The Chinese media just recently stated that China is reportedly in negotiations with the regulatory bodies of the United States in an effort to prevent any delisting. The Chinese media is saying that President Xi Jinping stated that wars like the one in Ukraine are in no one's interest. This is yet another significant new step. Talks between President Joe Biden and President Xi Jinping are now taking place this morning. In a nutshell, it's quite clear that China desires to steer clear of any penalties imposed by the United States. In the meanwhile, China is ready to do something else that it has never done before: loosen its strict zero-COVID policy, which can shut down industrial centers overnight and cost the economy a significant amount of money. This morning, Xi Jinping stated that China will continue its efforts to prevent the spread of the coronavirus, but that it will do so in a way that will have as little of an effect as possible on the country's economic and social growth. The stock of NIO is making a strong start to the week, and there are not just one but 3 reasons for this surge. While futures on the S&P 500 and Dow Jones Industrial Average were both down about 0.4%, NIO stock was up more than 4% in early trading on Tuesday. Reason number 1. On Tuesday, DigiTimes revealed that NIO has been recruiting in the United States. If successful, this might lead to manufacturing and sales in the United States. It's not the first time the electric vehicle firm has been rumored to be looking for new employees in the United States. Edison Yu, an analyst at Deutsche Bank, discovered postings on the professional social networking site LinkedIn that dated all the way back to February 2021. Nevertheless, the market could certainly react favorably to any news suggesting that NIO is expanding its operations outside. It does not appear that this is the most significant development impacting NIO stock at this time. Reason number 2. Beginning June 1st and continuing through the end of the year, China will adopt a tax break for the purchase of new automobiles. This tax cut will apply to vehicles with a price tag of less than around $45,000. It appears that the whole automotive industry, including the manufacturers of electric vehicles, will gain from this development. Companies have suffered significant damage over the past several years as a result of China's zero-tolerance COVID policy, since it has required them to shut down their plants overnight. Investors in NIO were concerned about the possibility of a production delay as a result of the firm being forced to cease operations due to lockdowns at a time when it is attempting to increase its capacity. This country is currently dealing with its biggest epidemic to date. Today is one of the rare days when business-friendly developments appear to have been made in China, which should work to the advantage of early-stage growing enterprises like NIO. Now, what you need to know is that NIO has some strong growth ambitions for 2022, but a great deal hinges on macro circumstances. Investors appear to be purchasing NIO stock when it is still much lower than it was at its highs. The developments of today appear to reflect a potential easing of at least some of the concerns that have been weighing on the company. The stock price of NIO is soaring today for another reason, and that reason is DiDi Global, a Chinese ride-hailing company, has chosen to delist from the New York Stock Exchange, and the market reacted positively to this news early this morning, sending the stock price soaring. You might be wondering what exactly DiDi's move has to do with NIO at this point. The thing is, NIO also faces the threat of being delisted from the United States as a result of the Holding Foreign Companies Accountable Act, or HFCAA. This law requires foreign companies to open their audit reports for inspection by U.S. regulators, or else they will be prohibited from trading their stocks in the United States. Certainly, there is a great deal more to DiDi's delisting than meets the eye, as the company was also a victim of China's crackdown on the technology industry, which has stifled growth. NIO, on the other hand, is only one of the many Chinese stocks that face the possibility of being delisted in its entirety. The key distinction, however, is that NIO already has taken the initiative to list its stock in Hong Kong and Singapore, so giving its stockholders in the United States access to a wider variety of markets on which they may trade their shares. Investors in NIO may take comfort in the fact that, in contrast to DiDi's shareholders, they will not be in a precarious financial position in the event that their shares are delisted. There are 10 other stocks that we prefer more than NIO Inc. It is in your best interest to pay attention whenever our prestigious analysis team offers a stock suggestion. After all, their newsletter, Motley Fool Stock Advisor, which they have been publishing for more than a decade, has more than quadrupled the market. They have just disclosed what they consider to be the 10 finest stocks for investors to purchase at the present time, and NIO Inc. was not one of them. Yep, you heard me correctly. They believe that the other 10 stocks are even better buys. Please keep in mind that this channel is not designed to give financial advice, and we do not encourage you to invest in any firm. This is the method via which instructional contact is brought to your door. With that in mind, before you buy anything, we recommend that you conduct an extensive study on the subject. So, this is all about this video, and to provide you with more stock news, all you need to do is like this video and subscribe to the channels to never miss any updates. Make sure you hit that bell icon, and you will always stay notified whenever we have something new on here. Also, if you have anything on your mind or you have any questions for us, make sure you let us know in the comments below, especially if you want to tell us which stock we should talk about in the next video. I hope you like the content, and we thank you for watching, and see you soon.